Picture this. You're standing at the checkout counter with a cart full of things you don't even remember picking up. The total flashes, $187. You swipe your card, half expecting it to decline, and tell yourself you'll start budgeting next month. Then, on the way home, you grab a $9 latte because, well, you've already spent enough to ruin the day. Might as well enjoy it. Sound familiar? Most people don't go broke in one big mistake. They go broke quietly, one it's fine purchase at a time. Here's the truth. Money already has rules. Whether you follow them or not, they're running your life. Ignore them, and they'll punish you with overdraft fees, credit card interest, and late-night anxiety. Follow them, and they'll start working for you, quietly, automatically, without stress. Today, we're breaking down 7 money rules you can't afford to ignore. They're simple. No spreadsheets, no jargon, just clear principles that decide who controls their money and who keeps chasing it. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how these 7 rules shape your financial future and how to flip them in your favor starting today. Rule number 1. Spend less than you earn. Let's start with the most obvious money rule, and the one almost everyone breaks. Spend less than you earn. It sounds simple, right? But here's the reality. The average person spends 103% of their income every month. Not because they're irresponsible, but because lifestyle creep is sneaky. You get a raise, you celebrate with a new phone plan, you pay off a loan, suddenly there's room for that weekend trip. The numbers change, but the balance never does. Think of it like trying to fill a bucket with a small hole at the bottom. You can keep pouring more water, or you can fix the hole. Here's the quiet trick wealthy people use. They don't manually try to save what's left over. They automate it. The day income hits their account, a set percentage automatically moves to savings or investments. Bills, spending, and fun money only come from what's left. That's how they make spending less than you earn effortless, not a daily fight with willpower. If you earn $3,000 a month and spend $2,950, you're technically in control, but barely breathing. Shift just $150 of that into automation, and over time it becomes your freedom fund, not your leftover fund. The goal isn't deprivation, it's direction. Once you tell your money where to go automatically, it quietly stops disappearing on its own. Rule number 2. Pay yourself first. Most people handle money backwards. They get paid, cover their bills, buy a few things they deserve, and then hope there's something left to save. But there never is, because life expands to fill every dollar you allow it. Paying yourself first flips that script. It means before you pay the landlord, the car company, or your favorite delivery app, you pay you. You treat your savings and investments as a mandatory bill, not an optional leftover. Here's why it matters. Money you never see is money you never spend. When that transfer happens automatically, the moment your paycheck lands, it removes temptation completely. You stop relying on willpower and start relying on systems. Think of it like setting aside food before the party starts. If you wait until the end of the night to see what's left, you're going hungry. But if you plate your portion first, you always get fed. The wealthy understand this rule instinctively. They build wealth by design, not by accident. Even saving just 10% of your income before anything else puts you miles ahead of most people. Pay yourself first, not because it sounds smart, but because future you deserves to get paid before everyone else does. Rule number 3. Build a safety net before you flex. Life loves surprise bills. Your car battery dies on a Monday, your phone screen cracks on Wednesday, and by Friday the fridge is making noises you can't afford to diagnose. Without a buffer, every small problem becomes a financial emergency. That's why you build your safety net before you flex. It's not glamorous, but it's what keeps you free. Your emergency fund is your financial armor, not for upgrades, not for vacations, but for survival. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential expenses, not your current lifestyle. Rent, food, utilities, insurance, the bare minimum you need to stay afloat. Think of it like airbags in a car. You hope you never need them, but when life crashes into you, you'll be grateful they're there. Start small. The first $1,000 is your shield against minor chaos, the flat tire, the vet visit, the last-minute flight. From there, build it piece by piece. Consistency matters more than speed. Here's the mindset shift. The safety net isn't about fear, it's about peace. When you know one bad month won't ruin you, you make calmer, smarter decisions everywhere else with your money. Rule number 4. Don't let inflation eat you alive. Picture this. You walk into the grocery store, grab the same bag of chips you've been buying for years, and somehow it costs 30% more and feels half empty. That's not bad luck. That's inflation quietly shrinking your money while you're not looking. Inflation is like a slow leak in your wallet. Your dollars don't disappear, they just buy less every year. $5 used to get you lunch, now it barely covers coffee. And here's the part most people miss. Saving money alone won't save you. If your savings earn 1% while prices rise 4%, you're losing 3% a year, invisibly. The only real defense is to make your money grow faster than prices do. That means investing, not gambling, not guessing. Investing in assets that hold or increase value over time. Stocks, index funds, real estate, things that rise while the dollar quietly falls. Think of inflation like the treadmill under your feet. If you're not moving forward, you're sliding backward, even if you're standing still. So yes, keep cash for your short-term goals and emergencies. But beyond that, let your money work, not nap. Because in the long run, doing nothing is the riskiest move of all. Rule number 5. Use debt as a tool, not a trap. Debt isn't automatically evil, but it's dangerous when misunderstood. Think of it like fire. Used wisely, it cooks your food. Used carelessly, it burns down your kitchen. There are 2 kinds of debt. Good debt helps you build wealth. Bad debt helps someone else build theirs. Good debt buys assets, things that grow in value or make you money. A mortgage on a home you can afford. A small business loan that earns more than it costs. Education that actually increases your income. Bad debt, on the other hand, buys comfort disguised as progress. Credit card splurges. Car loans that eat half your paycheck. Financing furniture you'll replace before you finish paying it off. Here's the rule of thumb. If it doesn't earn, learn, or return, it's not worth it. The average credit card interest rate today sits north of 20%, which means every impulsive purchase compounds against you faster than any investment could ever grow. So before you borrow, ask one question. Will this put money in my pocket long term, or take it out? If the answer's the second one, walk away. Used strategically, debt can accelerate your goals. Used emotionally, it guarantees you'll never reach them. Rule number 6. Track your money like a business. Here's a simple truth. You can't manage what you don't measure. Yet, most people treat their money like a mystery novel, full of surprises, missing details, and a plot twist at the end of every month. Businesses don't operate that way. They know exactly what's coming in, what's going out, and what's left over. That's why they grow. And that's exactly how you should treat your personal finances. Think of yourself as the CEO of your own life. Every dollar you earn is an employee. If you don't track where your employees go, don't be shocked when they start wandering off. Start small. One app, one spreadsheet, or even one weekly review. Whatever helps you see the flow. Track every expense for 30 days. You'll be shocked at how many small leaks are draining your wealth. Food delivery, subscriptions, impulse buys, all silently cutting your paycheck into pieces. Here's the mindset shift. Tracking isn't about guilt, it's about clarity. Once you know where your money goes, you take back control. You stop guessing, start adjusting, and every decision becomes sharper. Remember, what gets measured gets multiplied. And if you want your wealth to grow, start treating your finances like a business that deserves profit. Rule number 7, play the long game. Building wealth isn't a sprint. It's more like compound interest with sneakers on. It looks slow at first, almost boring, until one day the results feel exponential. Most people lose because they get impatient. They jump from one investment trend to the next, chasing excitement instead of progress. But here's the truth. Time rewards discipline, not drama. Every dollar you save, invest, and let grow quietly is building momentum, even when you can't see it. Compounding doesn't make noise. It just works in the background while everyone else is checking prices. Think of it like planting trees. In the beginning, nothing seems to happen. Then suddenly, one day, you're standing under your own shade while others are still looking for sunlight. Don't focus on quick wins. Focus on consistency. The monthly contributions, the quiet habits, the years you stay invested when others panic. Because the long game isn't just how wealth is built, it's how it stays. Patience isn't passive. It's the secret ingredient that turns effort into freedom. Here's the truth most people miss. You don't need to master every rule at once. Start with one, then another, because money rewards momentum, not perfection. Each small decision, the one transfer you automate, the one debt you pay down, the one budget you finally track, quietly rewires your future. Over time, Those quiet moves become freedom. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most people because you actually care about getting this right. Now, if you want to know where that freedom really begins, watch this next. Why the first 100K is the hardest. It's the turning point, the milestone where money starts working for you instead of against you. Once you understand why that first 6 figures changes everything, the rest of the path becomes much clearer. Click that next video and keep building your quiet advantage.